Hello, you're watching Keith Maynard on South West London Television here in Hurlingham Park in London. The sun is shining, it's a glorious day, and we're here for the 5th annual Mint Polo in the Park competition. Some of you may have watched a couple of months ago on my Discover Polo Day Out, where I learned how to not only ride for the first time, but hit that ball into a goal. Well, that was all to do with what's going on this weekend, and that is a wonderful 5th annual Mint Polo in the Park. It's a polo competition, and there's loads going on. There's a real festival atmosphere, and we're going to go and find out about the people that make this happen. So I'm here with Daniel, who is the founder of Mint Polo in the Park. Daniel, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure, absolute pleasure. When you take a friend to Poland, drag them out, they love it, they think it's great, but they never think of going. You don't sort of wake up in the morning and go, you know what, I'm going to drive 2 hours to Cowdrey. So we said, what we want to do is we want to, you know, if the people are here, we want to bring the polo to them. I love the game, I love playing it, and what I'd love to see is I'd love to see it get a wider audience, get the passion and excitement that a lot of us feel about it, and for the players to get the profile and the following, which I think they can get and they deserve.
Okay, I'm here with Melissa, Sam, Kelly and Kendall, who are sitting here enjoying some Pimm's and mojitos. Ladies, thanks for joining us. You having a good time?
Yes.
You girls here are on the Pimm's, and you've got a slightly more.
We've lined the mojitos up. We've got a couple each, so we're quite happy.
They're very strong there, and the guy promised he'd make them stronger if we streaked, but we just... so that's why these two are on them. So watch out later on.
I'm here with Natasha and the onesie crowd. This is absolutely I mean, some wonderful examples of onesies, Natasha.
Yeah, we've got a fantastic selection. They are flying off the racks at the moment, and I think a few more Pimm's down, and I think everyone will be wearing them.
I've got to say they're really, really comfy. I've got to say that, guys. They really are. Thank you for letting me share my first onesie experience with you. I feel like we're bonded. I'm here with Becky, who I've just managed to collar as she was walking round. Becky, thanks for joining us.
No worries at all.
Is this your first Mint Polo in the Park?
No, we came a couple of years ago, but we haven't been for a while.
So it drew you back because you enjoyed yourself a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it was so fun. We came on Saturday last year and it was manic, but this is much nicer, it's more chilled and the weather's so lovely, so it's really nice.
Well, tell us about Bojo.
Well, Bojo Studios, we're a family portrait studio based in Wimbledon. We've been around for years photographing families all across South London. We were honoured to be commissioned to photograph the Queen for the Jubilee, Her Majesty the Queen for the Jubilee, and she shook my hand. She had a really strong grip. For a grandmother.
I want to say anything about that. Now, of course, you're here, and one of the things you're doing today, I know you're taking photographs in front of this backdrop behind me, and then emailing them onto Twitter and also putting them out onto the big screen. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah. We thought we'd do it just for fun. A lot of the big shows that we do, we want to do something that, you know, is going to help people remember the show. Why don't we give it a go? We'll take your photograph. Let's dress you up in polo gear and let's see if we can get you up on the big screen. What do you think?
Well, I think it's a great idea.
I think you look fabulous. But I tell you what's going to really, really finish it off. So, right, now let's take... So now I'm going to go and put that up on Twitter and it's going to be on that screen before you know it. Okay.
I'm here with Mohammed, who's the captain for Team Abu Dhabi, the hot favourites to take the trophy this year. I believe you've already had a victory, Mohammed.
Yes, I had 2 victories actually on the same organisation. One was in 2011 here in Polo in the Park, and in 2012 I won in Polo at the Palace in Abu Dhabi, which is organised by the same company. And this is my 3rd year in England here in London playing. I changed my whole team. I have new horses. So, for me it's like I love this tournament, close to people, so I want to win it again.
I'm with Andrew, who is the head of fundraising for the Walking Wounded, one of the excellent charities that are here today as part of the Mint Polo in the Park. Andrew, thank you very much for joining us.
No problem, lovely to meet you.
It's great to meet you, and tell us a little bit more about your charity, Walking the Wounded.
Sure, well, Walking with the Wounded was set up 3 years ago. Ostensibly, we fundraise to fund the re-education and retraining programs for wounded personnel. We run expeditions, and we've did the North Pole in 2011, Everest, attempt on Everest last year, and this year we're going on our biggest expedition to date to the South Pole in December this year, where there's a team of 4 UK men and women, all ex-soldiers, who are racing against the Americans and a team from the Commonwealth to get to the South Pole first. And Prince Harry's very kindly agreed to come along for the 3 weeks on the UK team. So we're looking forward to welcoming the Americans and the Commonwealth when they finally get there.
That's fighting talk.
Although these individuals have injuries, that they are fully functioning. They have extraordinary drive and are very courageous and inspirational people.
Here with Ibby and with Duncan. It's great to be with you, chaps. Can you tell us a little bit about your story?
Yeah. 2009, unfortunately, my vehicle detonated a roadside bomb. I was blown up. I kept both limbs in the blast. However, a year into my sort of recovery, they basically turned around and said your legs aren't recovering, and unfortunately I was to undergo amputations. I mean, really, I've got nothing to complain about. You know, I've got really good prosthetics as well. The people that make them, you know, they're second to none. I can get up and get going, but a lot of those guys can't, and they need a little bit of help to do that, and that's what Walking with the Wounded does. It helps them get back into the working life.
The charity primarily deals with trying to get wounded servicemen back into education and retraining them ready for civilian life. And I'm coming to a point in my career now where I'm looking to leave the service, and so I spoke to friends, and it's a good way for me to raise the profile of what the charity does by then being able to help some of the guys that were injured with me suffering physical or cognitive injuries.
An absolute coup here for South West London Television, because I'm here with the winning scoring player who's just sealed the victory for Team London with a last-minute goal. This is George Merrick, who's from South West London. Who do you think the dark horses of the tournament are? Who have you got to watch out for? Who do you not want to meet in the next round?
I mean, Team Buenos Aires will be tough. I mean, they always will be. They're probably the ones I'm scared of coming up against.
Can I wish you the very best of luck for the tournament? Come on, Team London.
Take care.
And like all great public events, I'm here in the food area at the Mint Polo in the park. Lots of great choice from macaroni cheese through to pizza. But the thing that caught my eye was the Indian dosa stand. Hi, Amy.
Hello. So dosa is a fermented rice and lentil pancake. The dosa comes off when it's cooked. It starts to peel away from the sides. So we take it off around the edge, and then we fold it over. Then we very cleverly cut it using our one tool.
Really beautiful texture. I recommend the Indian dosa, I really do. Excuse me. This actual children's area has been sponsored by Club Med this year, and I'm here with one of the organisers of this area. Do you get 54-year-olds coming and having a bounce on the castle?
You do once they finish the PIMS, yeah, I must admit. But at the moment, where we're sitting at the moment, this is actually for the under fives, which are for the little kiddies. And then the one to our right, which is the Galleon, which goes up to the age of 13. But then we've got two at the other end, which are bouncy castles, which also have an age limit.
And when it's all at the end of the day and you've finished with the young people, do you all like go down the slide yourselves?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, who wouldn't? It's actually a great day, and it's a great way to bring the family and the community together.
I bet it is. Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. I'm going to have to ask you to help me to get out of this because I'm actually stuck. Polo has this rather unfair elitist reputation, and although this weekend was given a world-class execution, it certainly was so accessible that I defy anyone not to have come along and enjoyed themselves. Make sure that this time next year you are definitely in Hurlingham Park. You may even get to wear a onesie just like me. This is Keith Maynard reporting for South West London TV. If you like this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a lot more coming your way.